up tall, and we'll take one arm up overhead and then reach it to the side. That other hand can stay on the floor and just support you, so you can come down to your palm or maybe all the way down to your elbow, whatever feels comfortable there for you. And after you get here, make sure you can still breathe. We don't want to bend so far that the hip lifts up off the ground or that we start to struggle with our breathing. Stay active through that top arm, really reach it up and over. Good, let's switch sides on that. Deep breath, reach the arm up. Again, feeling both sides of your body anchored to the floor. If it's uncomfortable to sit cross-legged like this, you can sit up on something. Even sometimes just a pillow gives you enough extra clearance that it's a little more comfortable. Good, let's bring that back up. Take your hands and lace your fingers. Let's press the palms directly forward. And as you reach, we're still sitting tall and your shoulders are staying down and back. On the inhale, let's reach the arms above the head. How far you go just depends on what's comfortable with your shoulder there. Good, we'll let that go. Now we're going to stack the legs up here. So you're stacking one shin on top of the other. And again, this might not be accessible just depending on how much flexibility is already there. So if you sit up on something, up on a yoga block, or again, a pillow might be enough, you might get enough space to be able to do this. If not, you can just take one leg and cross it over the thigh and put that other foot on the ground. That way you don't have to bring it in quite so close. If we're here and we're comfortable, think about lengthening through your spine, leaning forward a little bit to deepen that stretch as you need. Again, use your hands to help support that. And try to relax. I know it can be a pretty intense stretch, so just take some deep breaths. Every exhale, imagine those muscles softening a little bit more, giving you a little more space to move. Let's sit up tall again and turn toward your top leg. So I've got my right leg on top. I'm going to turn to the right. Right hand comes behind me, kind of at the base of my spine there on the floor. You can use your left hand on the leg to help you get that twist. Remember, it's not necessarily about how far you go. As long as you're feeling that twist, you're feeling that stretch, we're in a good place. So keep thinking tall through the top of your head. You want to stay long through the spine. You can gaze over that right shoulder, but you're not turning your head a lot. It's just a little bit. Carefully unwind, and then we will switch legs. So let's put that other one on top. Sit up as tall as you can, and then start to hinge forward a little bit if we need to deepen that stretch. Think about creating space on the inhales and then on the exhales, going a little deeper. If we stay mindful, paying attention to what we're doing, we can kind of feel when the body starts to relax a little bit. It trusts that we're not going to hurt it wherever we are, and it says, okay, we can open up a little more, and you want to be ready to take advantage of that extra space. Good, sit up tall again, and twist the other way. Still slow, steady breaths. We'll unwind from that side. Go ahead and unfold your legs. So put the soles of the feet together and a little bit away from your body. Start to fold forward between your knees, your elbows coming to your shins or maybe in front of your shins toward the floor. Now you can keep your hands on your feet, but try not to pull up on your feet. We don't need to do that to the ankle. So the feet stay down. You're just anchoring there. Think about bringing your chest toward your feet rather than straight down. That'll help you stay a little bit longer through that low back. Slowly come back up and take one leg, stretch it out. You can bend the other leg in so the foot is near your knee or your thigh, and we'll reach for that straight leg. Let's reach with both hands equally. And it doesn't matter where we're holding. You could hold your calf or your ankle or your foot, whatever you can grab that allows you to feel that stretch, but also keep your spine long. So you don't want to be rounding way forward or rolling your shoulders up to your ears to get that little extra reach. There's no reason for that. As long as you're feeling the stretch, that's good enough. So that might even mean placing your hands on the floor and just thinking about bringing your chest toward your toes. Again, we're still breathing. Deep breaths. Good. Slowly sit up tall again, and let's switch sides on that. Other leg straight. Turn toward that straight leg. Reach equally with both hands. Draw those shoulder blades back. Draw your chest forward. Good. Slowly bring that back up. And we're going to lie down on our side here. And you can rest your head in your hand or down on your bicep, whatever you find most comfortable. Take that top leg and bring your foot back toward your hip. Try to hold your ankle if you can. Keep your knees in line with each other. Sort of tucking the pelvis under or pressing your hips forward if you need to feel a little deeper stretch in the front of that bent leg. Now the leg that's on the floor, if you're feeling a little unstable or a little wobbly, just go ahead and bend that knee, and that'll give you a little more balance. Good, let that go. And just roll to your belly here. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And let's lift up into a little cobra. So when you do this, you want to think about, again, shoulders back, chest forward. We don't want to feel like we're pinching the low back. You don't want any pain there. So you might not come up very high either, and that's okay. Slowly lower that down. Take a deep breath. And then bring it up again. This time, taking your elbows right under your shoulders. Again, if that's not comfortable, go back to what we did before. If you're good here, again, think about shoulders back, chest forward. It's almost like you're pulling yourself forward through your arms. Lower that down. And then go ahead and switch sides. We'll lie down on our other side. Bring your head to rest in your hand or down on your arm. And we'll tuck that other leg in to stretch the quad hip flexor there. Knees stay in line. Hold the ankle if you can instead of the foot, and breathe. Good, we'll let that go. And come up to your hands and your knees here. So your wrists are below your shoulders, knees below the hips, and we'll round the back, lift the belly button up, and then arch the back. Try to exhale as you round, and then inhale as you arch. So slow it down as much as you can slow down your breath. Try to match those together. And then we'll slide the hands forward. You want to keep your hips right above the knees. Keep some weight in your hands so your arms are straight, and lower your head down between your elbows. Your head might touch the floor, might not, doesn't matter. If you have a pillow or something it can rest on, you can do that. But you do still want to feel like you're pressing against the floor a little bit with your hands, and that'll help you feel that stretch through your shoulders and upper back. Good. Slowly press into your hands to walk them back in, and that will do. Good job.